Imagine somebody is trying to hide in plain sight and they have the audacity, the nerve, if you will, to be upset because people can see them. In a time of transparency, that's what the eclipse energy is about. And whatever we still can't see, we don't need to see. We will see it on a need to see basis by way of a need to know. But most of us don't give a damn because anything that you need to know, you know, your spirit team got you. You know how your angels will be like, hey, 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 download. You're going to get the truth either way. When you continue being committed to the truth somehow finds its way to you in a very miraculous way. It's not invasive. It's not shocking because it's always confirming your intuition. Somebody got the nerve to be mad because they can't hide in plain sight. Something about that full moon eclipse energy. We're in the sun's energy. That Leo energy is illuminating people's truest intentions. Okay. Listen, remember to take what resonates on all these readings, leave what does not. Welcome to Spiritual Core TV. I thank you all for watching. If you're returning back, I'm so glad to have you. And if you are somebody that is new here, guess what? You're a kindred soul. This could seem very, very deja vu-ish. Why? Because this is what you did before, but maybe we're doing something different this time, but something seems really similar to what it is that you've already done because you reincarnated on purpose. You're the star. Somebody's trying to hide in plain sight with the moon. Oh man, that's crazy. Listen, let's see what's going on. Show me this person. It's a little difficult to channel their energy because I feel like people are going to be disappointed. Well, you know what? I can't even say that. I don't want to speak for anybody else. I don't want to project disappointment out. But you know how you know somebody ain't no good and you look at them and you find out the truth, the whole truth and nothing but, and you're like, damn, that's crazy. I really liked you, but I knew it was something I couldn't put my finger on. I'm just glad now that I know what I know and I needed to know, and all is well. Something about your glow up, something about wishful thinking. Look, and as soon as I pull the card, it says deja vu, nostalgia, second chance. Oh, let's see. Show me this person that's hidden in plain sight. What is your intentions? What is your issue? What is going on? Oh, they're trying to hide it. Oh, you want to hide it, but you're in plain sight. Let's all be transparent. Consequences, bad choices, playing games, mixed signals. This is somebody that's a shapeshifter. They didn't know that shapeshifting is illegal. You're either good, bad, and or indifferent. And if you're going through a bad time, go sit with yourself, fix it out. But we're having a good day. Yeah, somebody is, they don't know if they like you, love you, hate you. So if there's consequences here, that means that they took action. When they were in a bad mood, you triggered this person, you pissed them off, something like that. Okay, they saw you all of a sudden, they're like, I don't like you. You're like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Huh. Like, what is it that you want me to do with this information now that you're telling me? So somebody wants you to know they don't like you, or maybe they don't want you to know that they don't like you, because mixed signals is like somebody being on the fence about you, but really they're on the fence about themselves. That's why they don't know the truth about how they feel about you. Because if they're confused about how they feel about you, and you're a high vibrational being bearing no ill will to anybody on the planet, therefore nobody has the right to come up and try to hurt you, provoke you, or do anything to you, that means that person is finding it difficult to see themselves. Smells like a little bit of unhealthy competition with some consequences on the back end, a la carte, something like that. Clarify what's going on. Seven of Cups, yeah, somebody is like presenting all these illusions, choices, free will. Okay, choose your thoughts wisely, choose your words even more carefully than you do your thoughts, because what you're thinking doesn't necessarily have to come out your mouth, but what you feel in that heart is being illuminated by the Lion's Gate. Welcome to it. The Hangman, somebody's on the fence. They don't know. They know what they feel. They don't like you. You know why? Because consequences, bad choices, mixed signals, that means that they took action based on a temporary feeling before they could feel really what they felt and examine it and sit with it. They took action in the spirit realm. As above, so below. The law. Show me this person. What's your problem? What you hiding? Where you at? The Lovers in the reverse. This is a hater. This is not a lover. This is not a friend. This is a foe. Okay. I just heard frenemy, but I ain't got no frenemies. I don't want to keep my enemy close. Let my enemy stay way over there because my inner me is chilling. My inner me is like, hey, we good. We tame the inner beast, the Six of Pentacles. I can't make this up. What's the Six of Pentacles about? Balance. Something has to balance something out. Somebody feels like they got to give something to you. Six of Cups. This could be an ancient little beef. You know what I mean? You know, you meet people all of a sudden. It's like, oh, okay. It's familiar. Yeah, watch those familiar situations. Tread lightly. Pray your way through. See what you need to satisfy within yourself. Satisfy the spiritual contract. Always go within. Okay? Because everything on the surface can look a little murky. Don't pay attention to false appearances, appearing real. You know, that's just, my suggestion. The mind will think the way it wants to think, but when your mind is being calibrated and you know yourself, yeah, you watch your thoughts, you pay attention to what you say. Clarify, what's the deal? Do you like us or not? What's your deal? Why are you mad? Four of Pentacles. Okay, what's the Four of Pentacles? You're not sure. You're trying to cloak yourself. The High Priestess. You're keeping something to yourself about how you feel until you know how you feel. What's the deal? Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is really like kind of envious of your intuition. Single and self-sufficient. You could be somebody that spends a lot of time to yourself. Maybe you don't have a lot of people in your circle. Okay. And somebody's like watching you. So what's that to be mad about? The Ace of Pentacles. It's your spiritual gifts. It's your gifts. Something about your gifts making somebody else feel like they're going against the grain. Somebody is measuring. That's a bad idea. Somebody's measuring their energy, their frequency up against yours. Somebody's measuring something up against the immeasurable. Wow. Yeah, don't measure yourself up against this. You're going to miscalculate, subtract when you're supposed to be dividing and subtracting yourself from the situation. Move along. Toodaloo. That's what I just... Temperance energy. The Archer. Archangel Michael. Balance. Feminine energy. Emotional. 1 foot in the water. Masculine energy. 1 foot on land. Grounded. Powerful. Masculine. Feminine energy. Angelic. Show me this person. What's your deal? Why are you looking? What you want? Hey. What you got going on? The Eight of Pentacles. Are you a worker? Okay, that's fine. Everybody's a worker. What are you working on? What are you working on? Your wish fulfillment? Okay, that's good. Okay, what is your wish fulfillment? And why do you feel like there's consequences for your bad choices? Oh, you did some magic? You didn't believe in your own magic? That's what happened? Are you mad because somebody else don't believe in your magic? Clarify mixed signals, games, bad choices. Clarify you did magic. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, that's crazy. Somebody did some magic to make you go broke, poverty, to leave you in a desolate space, somewhere stuck in a timeline that has been eliminated. This is why this person is looking a little crazy right now, because you're the High Priestess. You're still the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever they did, you took it. Six of Pentacles, you said thank you, alchemized it, turned it into the Nine of Pentacles. And this little weird ass flying monkey, they didn't stop your show. Somebody's mad about that. Five of Pentacles, they wanted you to be ignored, left out in the cold. Somebody also wanted for you to abandon your destiny. That's what I just heard. Five of Pentacles. Spirit says that is the truth. Since they're not willing to tell the truth and all things are being made transparent, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, they're jealous of money. Somebody has a greed issue. This is somebody that's like, they're the kind of person that's like, I just work with what I got. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my outfits, if I can't afford it, but really deep down inside, they want to live the glamorous life. They want that royal life. So they keep themselves in this, meek mindset. I don't need that much. So they never get a lot. They just get what they need. They're always barely making it. It's that kind of person, but they don't realize how they're creating, a very meager lifestyle by way of how they think. Wealth is a mindset. You have to set your mind to that. You have to know your value. You have to be one with the creator. Creator says, I want you to have everything. All you got to do is look at me first. I'll give you everything. I am the gift giver. Anything that's in the earth belongs to me anyway. So as you're getting closer to the creator, getting whatever it is you want, 9 to the Ace of Pentacles, that's 10 Pentacles. Really, the Ace of Pentacles is like 11 Pentacles. And you got crowned by the Most High God, and the Most High God loves you. Somebody had a point to prove here, and they ended up losing the reasoning behind it. Somebody lost the narrative to a weird ass story that they were trying to create. 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody did spell work, magic over your money. 7 of Swords. Yeah, look. And a star. You could be somebody that is a high priestess in the public eye. It's a lot of high priestesses right now in the public eye. A lot of you run businesses. A lot of you do readings. Things are working out well for you. Somebody took action, and the eclipse is about to whoop that ass. Somebody thought that they were going to be able to do the work, jump a timeline, and still manifest good things out of the wheel of fortune by way of the Lion's Gate. What about that one time? What about that one thing you just did? 8 of Pentacles, toil and labor. Somebody put work into this. They did their best work. 7 of Swords and a star. This is a hater. Okay, clarify. What's going on? What's your problem? The sun. You don't like the way somebody is shining, and you don't like the fact that they transmuted your energy. So that pisses you off as a magician. It makes you feel small. Well, that's what happens when you try to attack an alien. That's what happens when you try to attack an alien. A being that you ain't never even met. You know what I'm saying? You really don't even know what you messing with. You really don't know who you messing with over here. Somebody's a whole alien, a big-headed astronaut. They're a combination of the two. Somebody comes from a very distinctive bloodline. They have DNA that could never resonate with low vibrational energy, as in poverty. In order for a poverty spell to work on somebody, you have to have lack mentality, and a poor mindset. You have to. And in order to lack, you have to leave out the divine. People need to understand how their magic works. So while they're doing jar spells and poverty spells, trying to do magic to make you go broke or stop your work so they can get ahead, they're only putting themselves 1,000 steps back. Somebody can't cross that threshold for another 10 years. See how magic messes up your life? When you don't know what you're doing? That's crazy. Yeah, this Lionsgate is affecting the next decade, really the next 70. It's a very special Lionsgate. So by the time this message comes out, it will have already have resonated with most of the collective that's moving forward. You got a lot of people getting bad news that thought they was going to be able to shapeshift. You can't shapeshift. What the hell are you shapeshifting for? And if you shapeshift from a low vibrational person of yourself for the betterment of yourself into a high vibrational person, shapeshift into that, be that person, move forward, but leave other people alone. The laws of Maya have been activated. That's what I just heard. The laws of Maya. Do your best to walk lightly and not to hurt anybody. That's the cardinal rule. That's the carnal rule. That's the spiritual law. It's very simple. Mind your business and keep it pushing. Somebody tried to block your motion. Magic, 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. They wanted you to abandon your work. They need to know when they do poverty spells, what you're doing is, in translation, in layman's terms, you're asking me to abandon the divine. Say that shit out loud so they can hear it. They need to see their wickedness out loud, break it down, transcript, however you want to translate it and dissect it. Yeah, that's basically what you're doing. So you did magic so we could leave out the promises of the divine. You wanted us to leave the creator out. That's what you wanted. And you mad about that. Knight of Wands energy. And you did it, and you still doing it. You trying to correct what you did because you want to hurry up and get to the Lion's Gate. But you got dirt up under your nails. This is not the type of shape-shifting that we're talking about when we talk about shape-shifting. You shape up. You ship out. Do something better with yourself. Not shape-shifting as in two-faced it, only for you to go back to your own wicked ways. And in the night, you got the evil eye sitting up there looking jealous. Oh, somebody got a squint in that eye. Somebody got a little squint on that one. Somebody's like, But But out loud, they saying, ooh, she right about that. Uh-huh, I know. You know, too. Strength energy. Okay? Leo energy. What's good? That Lionsgate has been so good. Why would anybody miss that opportunity to go to the Lionsgate? Why? Red could be significant. I saw Firewheel this morning. Well, this morning, it wasn't a good morning, but somebody somewhere was mourning. I wasn't. It was a grand rising. I stand corrected. And I was driving somewhere and I saw Firewheel. I said, huh. And I felt compelled to put on the color red. It's working out for me. It's very fiery. I like it. It's passion. It's love. It's joy. What's good? It's a good day. Listen, somebody's mad about that. Let them clarify. You did magic? Knight of Cups. What you doing? What are you doing? Do you like us or you don't? Do you like us or you don't? Why do people have to try to do root work and death spells in order to be nice to you? Now they like, I guess you okay. As if we needed your permission to know whether or not we were okay, in alignment, suitable for the promises that the divine has given everybody on this planet. Now, if you ignore your promises, that's your business. Playing around with that little root work. That's why you had to relocate to another house. Girl, bye. Or a guy. Could be a guy. Okay? Now they want to cry. Now somebody... now somebody is sighing. I just heard, now they want to cry. Now they want to sigh. They're just like, ah. Because every time they look up, you seem to be collecting on the promises, collective. And that's what we're here to do, to collect on everything that is good, everything that is right. The 10 of motherfucking pentacles with the star. Listen. All right. Play around with that dark ass magic if you want to. You be sitting out here looking crazy, trying to figure out what happened. Yeah, listen, run to the devil. The devil is waiting. The devil's always waiting. The devil is 24/7, 365. If you pull the devil in and interview the devil, hey, devil, where you been? Oh, well, I just been kind of going to and fro, looking for whom I can devour all day, all day. Really? Okay. You still doing that? You didn't fail from grace. You kind of earthbound. That's all you can really do. But you didn't get the memo that it's no longer the devil's playground. The divine is in the earth. Creator is joining his people in this earth. Put that little funky foot ass root work down with them nasty little herbs. Clarify, you went to pay somebody? You went to pay somebody. Now you talking to the man, you texting him, letting him know, hey, it didn't work. 8 of Wands, what's going on? Can you check into this for me? Hey, clarify, what happened? What you do? Now you want to be friends, okay? The 6 of Wands, okay. Victory. Is that a natural victory? A natural born victory? Meaning it was born out of good imaginations, good thoughts by way of sovereignty and the best version of yourself? Or is this a winning at all costs? Shape-shifting, playing in the shadows, suffering the consequences. There's always the flip side of the coin. Bad choices, mixed signals. What kind of 6 of Wands is it? Show your hand. 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh yeah. Somebody's in too deep to stop. Spirit just said, not anymore. Something could have backfired on this person for what they did. Yeah, it's over. Look, 5 of Swords in the reverse. These are people that want to fight you and they don't even know why. They don't even know why. Isn't that crazy? Like, what you doing? They don't even know why. They don't want to know. They don't want to know why. That's what Spirit just said. They don't know why and they don't want to know why. They too busy out here laying down at the front of the Lion's Gate and can't cross over. They just out there laid out. Get these people from up here down here laying down trying to get into the Lion's Gate because they keep lying. Now you got to lie down. Clarify. These are clowns, man. These are people that thought that something, I don't know, whatever. Do we really want to pull back the layers of a fragmented mind? No. It's a puzzle that nobody wants to put back together because even the people that think that way don't even want to go into the inner parts of their mind to admit the truth. Okay? You got that right. She right about that. That's what somebody's saying. A whole liar. Just let that root worker clarify. Now you mad. Yeah, you scared. Page of Swords, you watching. You like, damn, this is a real high priestess. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. They come from a very royal bloodline. You better be careful with them forces of nature, because somebody's footprint on this planet holds weight. That's what I just heard. Kindred soul, Page of Swords, they can't stop watching. Nine of Swords, they're stressed out. They don't know what the hell to do. I feel like somebody was trying to figure out who you were, and they went into probably your shadow to see what's going on or whatever, And I feel like they started doing work to hold you back because they were, I don't know, like people have these self-appointed positions where they feel like they have to test you. The only time I test somebody's spirit is if you come in my energy. And the test, 9 times out of 10, is going to be a fail. You know why? Because I didn't invite you here. Now, if you live to tell people what happened when you tried to come in my energy, that's a blessing. Big shout out to the Most High God. But stay up out of people's energy if they didn't call for you. We're setting healthy boundaries. We got the lion at the gates. When you approach my threshold, I got lions at the gate, man. Do you know what they will do? One bite and that's off with your head, your leg, your eye, your whatever. These lions will put you in the grinder, and there's no timer. Because you can't have good intentions if you're approaching the divine collective and they did not invite you in and they didn't call you. Because most of the people who were called were chosen, but they chose to answer the call. Many are called while the phone was ringing. The divine is calling. Hey, the divine is calling. You was over there at the doggone thing, working that root, doing some bullshit. Hey, the divine is calling. The creator is calling us. We got to go. Okay, I'm going to just do this little root work, make sure this person is fine because I don't like them. Okay. Did they do something to you? Did they do something to you? Did somebody do something to you? Your hands are dirty for no reason. No, you're mad because you're jealous of the fact that they're standing their ground. It's an inconvenience that somebody wanted to cause you. It's very inconsiderate. Now the consequences are for them to suffer at the hands that they tried to put on you, because your hands represent your work. So they're suffering at the works of their hands. Thank you, Creator. Somebody wanted to put their hands on you spiritually and ended up getting that ass taxed. Somebody's bloodline runs deep, boo. We got original bloodlines. What you mean original? Some of the first bloodlines to ever step foot on the planet. When the Creator was creating human beings, you got some of the first bloodlines walking through here. You think you really want to mess around here? We will take you to Jupiter and leave you there for 100,000 years. There's already a bed there for you. Please step out of the collective's energy. Please stay away. Somebody did root work. Why was somebody doing work on you? Because you were standing your ground. They didn't like that. That pissed them off. They got confidence issues, Clarify. Why did you do that to the collective? What's your problem? What's wrong with you? What is the problem? 9 of Wands. Because you were paranoid. You saw that light and you got scared. Sometimes they see all that light and they think you're evil. They don't know, because your angels look like demons to them. Because your angels carry so much light, it simply illuminates them. And for people that don't want to be seen, they don't like that. They act like they're transparent, but they don't really want to be transparent. And that's fine. But if you come up in my energy, We're going to turn the lights on in this bitch and I'm going to see exactly what's going on. So don't get mad when I see you and I strip you down and now you out here running on my property in the spirit realm, naked and afraid, butt naked, transparent. That don't make no sense. That's why you made somebody feel naked. They like seeing other people's nakedness spiritually, but they don't want nobody to see theirs. 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands. They got scared, intimidated. I don't even think they know this is what they were feeling. I feel like they took action to prove a point and thought that it was going to work. Somebody was playing out of their fears. Somebody did magic out of their fears. Clarify. This is a high priestess going against another high priestess. What a dummy. What a dummy. Do you understand if you're a high priestess, whether you use your gifts for good, bad, and or indifferent, or maybe you feel like playing the devil, that's fine. Whatever you feel like doing, that's your business. But to include somebody that's on their destiny not bothering you, oh yeah, you're going to mess around and get your feelings hurt so bad that you might lose your crown. You might just be sitting there staring at the wall for the next 10 years. Because that's what you wanted for somebody else. How else can we get you to see yourself if we don't give you a nice hot dose of your own BS? It's yours. Stop returning the sender. That's your mail, writing on the front of the package. A person not at this address, return the sender. No, it's your ass. That's yours. We're going to make sure the mailman don't even come back and pick up that mess. That's your mail, honey. That's your package deal. Every thought you had, everything you said, everything you didn't want to say, everything you thought that didn't nobody know you was thinking is in that box. And it's going to sit right there in your house and right there on your porch. You ain't going to be able to get rid of it. You're going to try to leave the house and you're going to get to the laundromat. Be like, is that the box? The box is on your ass. Because what's in that box is your darkest secrets. You're going to have to face yourself. That's the hell you created for somebody out of your own fears and insecurities. Stop pretending like you don't want to have a good life. You see somebody living a good life. Oh, they must be bougie. Stop doing that. Royalty doesn't move like that. When we come amongst our own high vibrational energy, the mindset is wealth and health and peace and love. We talking about the conscious mind being the mind of the Most High God. We don't even think like that. We're not saving anything for later. We're enjoying it right now. Somebody did a poverty spell. Now they're suffering the consequences. 7 of Swords. Now they're trying to cover it up. Okay. I just heard, I don't know if I should say that, but my ancestors like, yeah, we about to dig in that ass. Because somebody's full of shit. I mean, listen, we're all adults here. 18 plus. Yeah, 10 of Swords. This is a betrayal. This is like not just a betrayal to you, because I don't even think you know this person like that. This is a betrayal to their bloodline. Clarify. Now they looking over their left shoulder, looking over the right shoulder. That little spirit came back, huh? Shoulder on up. Oh, okay. You scared? You upset? You all right? You breathing? Check your own pulse. You need CPR? The Hierophant is in the building. Hierophant and the High Priestess. Somebody, let me tell you what's going on with a lot of these people. 8 of Cups. Now they want to walk away. No, you're being escorted away. You better be glad you survived. Now go get your shit together, man. Listen, this is the problem. Let me tell you what the problem is. People see you collective and you don't look like none of what you've been through. And you done been through hell. You don't look like none of what you've been through. And they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't admit it. They don't say it out of their mouth, but it's in their spirit. And when you got the mind of Christ, the crystal clear eyes of the spirit, even with your eyes closed, you can see them. They can't cloak in your energy because there's too much illumination around you. Those are the kind of people that keep looking down a lot. They don't want to look you in your eye. They feel naked. You don't look like what you've been through. So you got somebody over here It's like, I'm going to do this. Nobody's going to know, whatever. You tried to put a Hierophant high priestess in the Five of Pentacles poverty because that's your mindset. Whole time, this person's in the Ten of Pentacles. What you did with that poverty spell was make us more wealthy. So since you don't know how to call in wealth and manifest without hurting people, we're going to take your money too, your gifts, because you ain't doing nothing with it. That's where we at the Lion's Gate. You got to walk through fire. Get your ass burned up a little bit. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's a must. Stay your butt in the valley of the shadows of death since you like being there. The Most High God gave you a gift. And what did you do with your gift? You went to do some root work. Now you sitting up looking tired and crazy, looking all around, trying to alchemize the energy. Good. You should alchemize your own energy. You should feel every single thing that you tried to send to somebody else. That's going to be your best work, is alchemizing the energy that backfired on you. Good for you. Now, might take you forever. That's up to you. Because remember, you never anticipated the backfire. You wanted somebody to hold your baggage, your demons. That's why you sent BS. That's why you sent the evil eye. You mad about somebody's money. This is somebody that comes from possibly, a background where maybe they see people struggle. So they feel like that's the way life is supposed to be. Everybody on this planet should have what they need. And if you have more than somebody else, you pay it forward. It doesn't need to be broadcasted, although it's always broadcasted, because we got angels on all four corners that see every single thing that you do while you live in this life. Everything you do. I don't give a damn if you think don't nobody know. Listen, we talking about at the highest table. Okay? Stop playing with the Creator. Creator knows all, sees all. Knows your thoughts before you even think it. Know when you're going to blink before you even blink it. Know what you're going to say before you even say it. Listen, and this person just is spying. Why you spying? Now, if we dot your I and we cross your T, now we evil. Get your punk ass up out of here. Page of Swords. Three of Wands. Now they trying to see, well, who is this spying on me? It's me. The ancient oracle. I was sent by the Most High God. Because you up to some bullshit. And the Lion's Gate said they not having it. Now somebody right now is like, well, who's this pulling cards on me? Watch this. Clarify. You want to know who pulling cards on you? It's me. Who sent you? The Most High God. Look, Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Now their money is being affected. Now they got to rob Peter to pay Paul. Now they're pinching on their two. Look, that's Five Pentacles. Three in the reverse, two in the reverse. The poverty spell backfired because that's somebody's level of consciousness. Period. It's a mindset. You know how many success stories come up out the hood, out the ghetto, in the ghetto, because of their mindset. People with vision, they look around, they might see struggle, crackheads, dope heads, all of that. And say, you know what, I want something better for myself. Or maybe I want something better for myself and the people around me. So I'm going to be the change. Instead of waiting for somebody to do something for me, I'm just going to do it. I have gifts. I'm smart. That's you just agreeing with the Creator. Every time you choose a better life, they always want to make it seem like you're boastful or you're bougie. Knock it off. Knock it all the way off or get your head knocked off. It's a mindset. What goes on in your house, how you raise your family, determines their altitude. It's your attitude. You can read that in a book, but if there's no application in real time and you don't take action on that type of mind and thought process or way of thinking, you're just going to be somebody that has good ideas and you'll watch other people live their life and then you get mad. Now you done found magic. Now you got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Pentacles and Two. Last time I checked, 3 plus 2 is 5. Last time I checked, there was no smut on my rep. Now they got to give me a check. What's going on around here? Holy Spirit just said, they was trying to get me. They was trying to take me out. They didn't know what I was about. They thought I did it for the clout. The spiritual streets like, where you at? I told them, yeah, listen, calm down. I'm en route. Whole time, I'm trying to figure out my next move. I'm on the couch. We're building. For real, for real. Yeah. That's young Ma. That's young. No plagiarism. Young Ma is one of my favorite, not Young Ma, YMA. Is that what it is? Young Ma, okay? She's one of my favorite walking, breathing testimonies. If you know, then you know. She had a rebirth. She saw Christ. Now she walking in that testimony. I love me some Young Ma. Big shout out to Young Ma. Young M.A. That's her name. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's her song. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that just came to my mind. People didn't know what you was about. They thought you was doing it for the clout. Now they got to sit back. Since they didn't want to support you, universe is making them buy a ticket because the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is spiritual debt. Now you got to pay the person all of what you got. You got to give up all your money, all your time, all your energy, all your gifts because you did a poverty spell and did magic over somebody that's a hierophant and a high priestess. Now you got to sit with yourself in the dark and ask yourself, well, why didn't I see that? Because you didn't want to see it. That's why. Because you had the devil riding your shoulder. That's why. Judgment. Now you got to ask yourself like, damn, why did I do that? I thought you was a high priestess. Oh, you just out here faking the funk. Why didn't you see that? Because you're not talking to the divine. You're talking to the devil. The devil made you do it. You did it. You carried it out. But the devil suggested. Thought you was tapped in. What happened? Now you in the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't like the way your own curses feel on you. Emperor energy, leadership. Yeah, strength in the reverse. Now you down for the count and you running because you know we can see you in plain sight. Somebody's hiding in plain sight. 8 of Cups, running. Where you running to? Everywhere you go, we got light, we got fire, we got angels. We got spiritual GPS. Angelic eyes, supernatural beings, fairy beings, beings you ain't never even seen. Listen, they in plain sight too. So if you didn't see them before, you're going to see them now. Strength in the reverse. You tried to take somebody's power. Now you got to lose your power. Okay, that's fair, right? All is fair in hate and war, and you came with hate and tried to create a war, and now you sitting up looking crazy, looking at the wall with the 10 of swords because you didn't think nobody was going to find out. 3 of swords, you tried to create a heart attack. That's what you wanted? You want somebody to have a heart attack? Damn, yeah, I'd be scared if I was you too. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your spot. You about to get that work. The star in the reverse, you tried to take somebody's star. You wanted this person to abandon their destiny. Because somehow you imagined it in your mind's eye, how that was going to make you feel so good. Insidious, wicked to the core. That was going to make you feel so good. You had a little smirk on your face like, huh, I did it. You did what? Sure did. You did magic. Strength in the reverse. Tried to take somebody's power. That's health and vitality. 10 of swords. The little dog you got about to chase your ass around the house. Don't put it in a drawer. Don't even put it in that shoebox you got. Go ahead and pull it out. We see through the box. You didn't know Christ consciousness? We could see through walls. You didn't read the scripture about Christ being able to walk through walls? Okay, that's us. How you been? Not so good? Good for you. Why? Because that's the best thing for you. Congratulations, you about to go crazy. You about to lose your mind in order to become conscious. If you survive yourself, how deep does your darkness go? Three of Swords and a star in the reverse. Because the only thing that did for a light worker was give them a light workload on a light day. That's it. What took you 8 hours to do, 3 days, building up, waiting for certain dates on the calendar and moon cycles and wind directions and bullshit, didn't even take us any time at all. We don't even believe in time. We know that time is an illusion. What the hell is this about? Somebody done lost their spot. Show me this high priestess. Now you out here looking crazy. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. Intuition in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the upright. Sad, depressed, Scorpio energy, Hermit energy in the reverse. Your intuition is not open. Oh, you wanted to block. Okay, so this is everything you sent to a Hierophant high priestess. You tried to block their intuition. You tried to put them in poverty. You didn't want anybody working with them. You called judgment and you wanted their wheel of fortune and you tried to take their power. 10 of Swords. Somebody should be embarrassed having a doll on a Hierophant high priestess. Child, that's got to make you feel dumb as hell. That's crazy. Even in the ethers, I could see this person like, oh my God. Look at this mess. Oh my God. I failed this funky ass test. Yeah, because the Lionsgate is too good. Ain't no way on God's good, a green earth in the heavens and in the earth will I compromise my spot with the Most High God. I didn't already seen the promises. Martin Luther King, I seen the promised land. Sure have. It's amazing. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Don't matter what comes, what goes. 8 of Pentacles. This is a workplace situation. It's about your work here. 8 of Pentacles. When I mean workplace situation, I mean, yeah, this is about your work. Look, 5 of doggone Pentacles again. Somebody wants your work. They want to claim your work, strengthen the reverse, and they want you to abandon your star. Now their star is in the reverse. So now there's something that they can't get rid of. See how that works? 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Somebody wanted you to abandon your work. And what the hell are they looking for? 3 of Wands is like, this person has binoculars on this card. Not what they got going on. Who is they? Us right here? Oh, we ain't got that much going on. We just moving. Just moving right along. Motion. The motion signals, the motion sensors, okay? Caught these people in the rear view. We're in a chariot. Keeping quiet. 4 of Pentacles. About this homecoming and this celebration. It's the Lionsgate. And that's the truth. Close this door forever. I call back all my power, my energy, and anybody that tried to take somebody else's energy, power, destiny. Guess what? You got to hand that shit over. You got spiritual angels that are coming to your house to repossess everything you got. Since you like poverty and you get a kick out of seeing people broke and down and not with food and money and all of that, we about to take everything you got. Now you got to figure it out. You got to work yourself. I'm going to give you a tip. Now I'm not going to help you after this. You got to work from the bottom up, from the inside out, not the outside in. Okay? Good luck. I mean that. It's crazy. You got a repossession notice. You got evicted out of the party. Can't come to the Lionsgate. I don't give a damn what they say. Oh, we're going to be manifesting in the Lionsgate. No, what you manifested was exactly what you wanted to happen. And now it's time for you to pass your own test. Since you wanted to test somebody that wasn't bothering you, you a high priestess. This is a high priestess that did this. She's embarrassed as hell. That's that old, outdated root work energy. Whole bloodline turning over in their grave. Pissed off because she was supposed to not do what they did. And here she is walking the earth being a damn fool. And I keep saying she, but it could be a he. Picking up feminine energy, but sometimes they're very androgynous, okay? These are demonic hermaphrodites. It's crazy. Yeah, somebody can expect that the angels are coming to repossess your shit, okay? You tried to steal from the ancestors. I wish somebody would try to steal from my ancestors. It'd give me a little something to do. Because sometimes I just sit and wait for the divine to give me my next assignment. I wish somebody would. Boy, listen. I promise you, I wish somebody would even have the thought to think about it. Just give me one reason. That's what the Lionsgate is bringing. The Lionsgate is like, ain't no more times. You know how people say, one more time. One more time. Look, and we don't even have to get in our shadow. Oh, collective. Yeah. Oh, collective. We killing them. No new friends. Get rid of them. They can't benefit off of your hard work because everybody that's in our circle, they're doing the work. That's what makes it beneficial. These people don't even have to come to spiritual court to get their shit rocked. Rock steady, steady rocking all night long. Somebody gonna be up all night, rocking all night long, rocking back and forth. Oh God, I should have said. Oh, okay, yeah, get your shit together. I love y'all. Okay, like, love, share, hype us up. Thank you for the love, the support, the donations. Like, I really do love y'all. I am eternally grateful. Even the haters, people come and they try to hate. I just usually go up under the comment and give them a hug and I allow them to get it off their chest. I love y'all too. Listen, wherever you are on this planet, just know everything is good. God damn it. I'll see y'all soon, okay? Until then, peace be with you.